Alright, let's get him.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
He pulled out a gun and got on the trolley. At least that should be easy to spot.
Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
No way I'm going to be able to, you know, knock him off or anything.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I am right on his ass. Couldn't be any closer to him. I'm literally, like, touching him.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
You've got the gun. Got him.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Wow. Herschel can actually shoot a gun. What the hell? That was strange.
Yeah, we're man. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
Get the point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Yeah.
Nice work, gentlemen. You put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award.
Gee,
Had our
thanks.
eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. Couldn't be happier to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? You're calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Wow. Yes, we will. Good call. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. I'll give him that. That was pretty funny. Oh, man. Alright, so what now? We know he's still involved in some way. We know Monroe has got something to do with this. So I guess we have to let the guy we arrested in the last case go then, because like it's not him. Matthew Ryan is the one that they actually arrested, even though we accused Varley, but apparently he was wrong. He was the wrong guy. Turns out they were both the wrong guy. Oh Jesus. Still?
What is it?
A letter from Blue. His insurance policy names me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You look for Elysian.
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
Very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
The hell is
I
Lou?
need to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator, Jack Kelso, and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help Miss Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He is a friend of yours.
He hates my guts. Elsa, you take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level it. Really, but it's too late. Years too late.
There's no explanation as to why he's with this woman either. There's no explanation as to why he's... Wow, I actually got 5 stars even though I got a question wrong. I don't understand, like there's no good plot explanation as to why I randomly cheated on my wife with this German lady. There's no plot explanation. Hopefully there's something later in the game, because right now it's just completely random and makes no sense. Why would I randomly just cheat on my wife when the whole point of this was that I was a good cop? I had a, you know, a sketchy past, but I was a good, honest cop, but now I'm just randomly decided to cheat on my wife. It doesn't make any sense. House of 6. I think we've only got 3 cases left. This one and 2 more. California Fire and Life. Is that Elsa? There's Jack.
Mr. Kelso?
Yep, that's Elsa.
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
What an asshole. I'm investigating this. I'm Jack Kelso now? What the hell? Dear Miss Lickham, attaining the matter policy, blah blah blah, on the sudden death of Mr. Louis Jan Buckwalter, I'm writing to inform you that your name has been named as a sole beneficiary. Check for $20,000. It's Elsa Lichtman.
There's no need to come to the office, Miss Licton. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. It seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been a victim of foul play.
Okay. Get the case filed.
I love how I'm playing as Jack Kelso now.
There's got to be more in these files.
While the employee of Legion for the Development, Lewisham was killed when the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. While descending the roof structure, the set, witness report was slipped and attempted to right himself by holding onto a ceiling after broke. While probably swinging 3 feet to the ground, his falling weight caused several ceiling joints to snap, and these fell inward along the part of the refabricated roof truss. Autopsy revealed that Mr. Bob's cranium was shattered, probably when he struck his head on one of the roof beams. He sustained significant internal injuries. Tender roof collapse. Independent testing of the ridge beam. If faults in the timber were undetectable prior to installation, witness was finished investigating.
Like your friend took a hell of a fall. Sorry for your loss.
Blah 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 blah. Over. Is there anything on this piece of paper?
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
I'm Jack now, randomly.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
It's already wrong.
This was an industrial accident.
How do you know that?
Because it says right here in black and white.
You believe everything that you read, Mr. Carlson.
That was a good start.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No,
And how did you become his beneficiary?
we were family friends.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island, resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. You see the irony of that, Mr. Kelso. We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed, accidents happened. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
You expect me to believe that you have no ulterior motive? That money means nothing to you?
I believe that money has value. I believe you work defines who you are, and you should be paid relative to the quality of your work. If you wish to simply interrogate me for your own enjoyment, Mr. Kelso, then I will answer no more questions. Here is my number. Call me when you're prepared to help.
I suck at this game.
I'll be in touch.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on.
I get up and it instantly knock over my whatever that was on my desk. So now I'm playing as Jack Kelso. Interesting. God, she's slow.
You coming?
Yes. As soon as I get unstuck from these stairs. No, it's all the way at the end of the hall. It's Andrew Ryan.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter, who was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and
She's a very highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job.
Jesus.
Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Okay.